Welcome, fearless foodies, to Discover Journey, where we dive into the wildest and most daring culinary adventures from around the world. If you're ready to explore the bold, the bizarre, and the unforgettable, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join us on this deliciously daring journey. Today, we're venturing into the heart of Filipino street food culture to explore dishes that will challenge your palate and your courage. From wriggling woodworms to skewers of blood, intestines, and even chicken heads. This lineup isn't for the faint-hearted. These aren't just snacks. They're stories of tradition, resourcefulness, and a little bit of madness served on a sticker plate. Are you ready to step into the bustling streets and discover the raw, unfiltered truth behind Tlock, Betamax, Adidas, ISAW, and Helmet? Let's see if you've got the stomach for it. Literally. Number 1. Tlock Woodworm. All right, let's get slimy. Welcome to the world of Tlock. Found inside rotting mangrove trees, these squirmy, worm-like creatures are the very definition of nature's leftovers. Harvesting Tlock is not for the faint-hearted. You split open a decaying tree trunk and pull out these slippery, wiggling critters that look like something straight out of a sci-fi horror movie. They're covered in wood fibers and often accompanied by an earthy, pungent smell that clings to your hands. Hygiene? Well, nature doesn't come with a cleaning service. Tlock is traditionally eaten raw, dipped in vinegar, garlic, and chili to mask its natural aroma. The first bite is a textural journey, slimy, chewy, and a little too real as it slides down your throat. The flavor? A mix of briny saltiness and the unmistakable tang of decay. While locals consider Tlock a delicacy and a rite of passage, outsiders might see it as a gut-check moment. Feeling adventurous? Or are you tapping out at the thought of eating something that's literally been living in rot? Either way, Tlock is here to test your limits, one slimy bite at a time. Number 2. Betamax. Grilled chicken blood. All right, let's fire up the grill and dive into Betamax. No, it's not a retro tape. It's blocks of coagulated chicken blood, cut into tidy little cubes and skewered for your street food pleasure. This delicacy gets its name from its uncanny resemblance to old VHS tapes, but trust me, there's nothing nostalgic about its origins. The process? Fresh chicken blood is poured into molds, left to coagulate, and then sliced into perfect rectangles. No one's checking for stray feathers or questionable handling here. This is street food at its rawest. Once skewered, these blood bricks are grilled over open flames, releasing a smoky, metallic aroma that lingers in the air and on your conscience. Now let's take a bite. The texture is dense and gelatinous, like overcooked Jell-O with an iron-rich flavor that screams hemoglobin overload. It's an acquired taste, unless of course you already have a thing for eating coagulated liquids. Locals love Betamax for its affordability and rich flavor, but for the uninitiated, it's a challenge that tests your taste buds and your bravery. So, are you grabbing a skewer, or is this where you draw the line? The grill's still hot if you're feeling daring. Number 3. Adidas. Grilled chicken feet. All right, it's time to lace up and dig into Adidas. No, not the sneakers, but grilled chicken feet. Why the nickname? Well, with those 3 bony toes, they do resemble a certain sportswear logo. But don't let the cute name fool you. This dish is all about texture, grit, and a dash of squeamishness. Chicken feet, often covered in dirt and who knows what else from the farmyard, are boiled, marinated, and grilled over open flames. The cleaning process? Let's just say it's not always thorough, and some of those natural flavors might make it onto your plate. As they sizzle, the aroma of charred skin and cartilage fills the air, beckoning adventurous eaters, or scaring off the faint-hearted. Now for the bite. Adidas is less about meat and more about gnawing. The chewy skin gives way to cartilage that crunches, and if you're lucky or unlucky, you might even snag a bit of leftover grit. The taste? Smoky, salty, and distinctly farmyard-esque. Locals swear by Adidas as the ultimate beer snack, cheap, flavorful, and packed with collagen. But for first-timers, it's a toe-curling, literally, experience that might leave you wondering, did I just eat a toenail? So, are you game for another bite, or is this dish a little too on the nose? Number 4. ISAW, grilled chicken or pork intestines. All right, let's turn up the heat and tackle ISAW, grilled chicken or pork intestines that turn gut-wrenching into a dining experience. These slimy tubes of mystery are pulled straight from the belly of the animal, where they've spent their lives processing, well, everything. Cleaning them? A quick rinse and a few flips inside out, but let's be honest. There's always a lingering sense that something might have been missed. Once prepped, kind of, the intestines are twisted onto skewers, marinated in a concoction of vinegar, soy sauce, and spices, and thrown over a smoky grill. The scent that rises? A bold mix of charred fat and faint barnyard musk that clings to the air and your nostrils. Take a bite and you're greeted with a chewy, rubbery texture that challenges your jaw and your courage. The flavor is smoky and savory, but there's always that subtle aftertaste of, shall we say, history. It's a texture and taste combo that's beloved by locals as a street food staple, best paired with vinegar-dipping sauce for an extra zing. But for the uninitiated, ISAW is less about savoring and more about surviving. So are you ready to brave the intestines of steel, or are you sticking to the sidelines? Either way, the grill's still sizzling. Number 5. Helmet, grilled chicken heads. All right, adventurers, put on your helmets. It's time to take a bite out of helmet. No, not the kind you wear, but grilled chicken heads, complete with beak, eyes, and all the eerie details. These little skulls of flavor are a staple in Filipino street food culture, though they're definitely not for the faint of heart. The process starts at the butcher, where chicken heads are gathered, often straight from the slaughterhouse. Cleaning? A quick rinse maybe, but let's not overthink what's lurking in those tiny crevices. The heads are then marinated in a mix of soy sauce, vinegar, and spices before hitting the grill. As they cook, the aroma of charred skin and roasted fat fills the air, a smoky invitation for the brave. Now, for the eating. Pick it up by the beak and dig in. Cheeks, tongue, and even the tiny brain are all fair game. The texture is a wild mix. Soft, gelatinous skin, crunchy cartilage, and the occasional splinter of bone. The taste? Smoky, savory, and just a little gamey with a lingering metallic hint from the skull's interior. Locals enjoy helmet as a cheap, protein-packed snack, often washed down with an ice-cold beer. But for first-timers, the sight of a grilled head staring back at you might be enough to reconsider your choices. So, are you taking the plunge, or is this one food fight you're sitting out? The heads are ready and waiting. And there you have it, folks, a deep dive into some of the most daring dishes the Philippines has to offer. From the slimy Tlock to the crispy crunch of Adidas and the bold flavors of helmet, these aren't just foods, they're adventures. So, what do you think? Would you brave the grill for a taste of Betamax? Or maybe you'd rather leave ISAW to the locals? Let us know in the comments. Are you a street food conqueror, or is this one cultural journey you'd rather skip? Until next time, keep your taste buds adventurous and your stomach strong. We'll see you on the next food-filled escapade. And remember, in the world of street food, the brave always leave with a story. And sometimes a little regret. Cheers to the daring. Thanks for watching Discover Journey. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Filipino street food, or just survived it with us, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more wild culinary adventures. Turn on the notifications so you never miss a bite of the weird and wonderful. See you next time.